Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the challenge missions of the Thoran Heroic Gauntlet. We're going to begin with the mission number 1, which are going to be Odie, Nara, and Salazar, which are heroes probably other than Odie, maybe people don't have built up. Now I think generally what I like to do is I like to complete the factional synergy, and Thoran is a great tank for this. And then on top of this, either you go for another form of damage, or you go for protection like Coco. Coco can be good. I'm going to try Coco first of all with the damage reduction. And I think we're going to go for a harmonic spell team to increase the damage that we deal. And we're just going to have maybe Nara and Salazar in the back. Have Thoran mainly tanking the front for as long as possible. Let's try this team and see what happens here. We have a good factional synergy like 3 Graveborns, 2 Maulers. We have the damage from Odie and the harmonic spell. And I'm hoping that's enough. And then we have Thoran to tank out the enemy Thoran, which is a good option. Although you could also try like Brutus as a tank. For example, if you're Thoran. Well, most people should have Thoran by Mythic Plus by now. So I would recommend that you just run Thoran. But Brutus can also work. And Brutus, Coco, Odie combo would also make a factional synergy. Okay, the Coco damage reduction is really helping. Like Nara and Salazar are not going down. Even though my Nara is basically only at 1 or 2 copies right now. And okay, now it will just come down to, do we have enough time? And I think we probably will with this Odie comp. And yeah, I mean, this is overall, I would consider this pretty free to play friendly, as long as like the damage is going to be enough. Like 21 seconds left. Hopefully if you have an Odie built up, this is going to be enough damage for you. But if you don't worry. We're going to go into the next team and I'm going to show you another basically concept you can try for this Nara Salazar team. Okay, so we're moving on to the next challenge. This is with Pheromore. So Pheromore is a great hero to use for this Heroic Gauntlet if you have Pheromore at Mythic Plus or above, because that's really when Pheromore gets his full potential. And he will basically really counter enemies who revive a lot. Pheromore is one of the best heroes to have here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Thoran. Or actually, no, in this comp, I think I'm going to go for the Brutus strategy and get the Maulers, so 3 Maulers. And we'll have Coco here, for example. And we can just have the Pheromore in the back, buffing up the Odie. And as for an artifact, you can even try Surging, because that can give you more shielding to keep you alive. Or you can try Harmonic for the damage. But because probably damage is going to be more important, probably that would be recommended. So what's going to happen here is Brutus is going to tank the Thoran for the most of the fight. And then Coco will hopefully charge up her ultimate and get the damage reduction for my team. And we just have to take one of these initial ultimates of the enemy Thoran, which we take just fine. Coco is going to give us the damage reduction. And now watch the magic circle of Pheromore. This is going to reduce the vitality of Thoran. And that means when he resurrects himself, he's not going to heal for as much. And so you'll easily be able to burst him in the following lives. Like look at this, 53 seconds left. And this was all really just thanks to the Pheromore. Pheromore did a lot of damage due to his Mythic Plus ability, and also the health recovery, or basically the vitality reduction on revival, but that is the Supreme Plus ability that reduces the healing of Thoran when he revived himself. So yeah, if you have Pheromore built, Pheromore is like basically the cheat code to make your life really easy in these challenge missions. Okay, for the third challenge with Harak, Seth, and Salazar, I had to pull up a team from Fred, and I think this is a really free-to-play friendly team. Real Fresto on the right, and Illusion in front of the Harak on the left, Mikola behind the Real Fresto, Salazar in between, and Seth in the back with the Surging spell for shielding. And basically Fresto is going to be your tank to take damage from the enemy Thoran, but also Fresto deals decent damage. All the heroes are melee, so they're kind of all grouped around the Thoran, and Harak gets to get a Devour off onto the Fresto Illusion to get a kill stack if you have Harak built. And I think the problem is if you don't have Harak built, I don't know whether this would be enough power for you to clear this, so I will give you another team comp that you can try. But this does seem like it would be fine. Like the Seth does pretty good damage. Mikola also has invincibility from her charms. And 36 seconds left, we get the clear. But this was with a built-up Harak, and Harak did do a lot in this fight. But Seth did a lot as well. And I think honestly, Seth, probably Salazar would be enough. But let's go ahead and show you a different comp that we can try here. Okay, guys, here we have another comp you can try. Maybe if your Harak is not very well built up. It will be using Salazar as a tank, Lily May, and Pheromore for high damage. Harak will also be getting the buff from the Pheromore, and you can run it with the Surging spell for shielding, or you can run it with Storm Strike to try and nuke the opponent even faster. I'm going to try with the Storm Strike first, because one way of actually dealing with Thoran is just killing him really quickly. But Surging is another great way to deal with him, because it provides that shielding to protect your team. Okay, the first attack is actually going to kill the Salazar. But now the question is, will we just be able to burst through it? Again, this is really revolving around a Pheromore type comp. Harak is going to devour his own ally, which is going to be the Lily May. So this did work. But basically, it's just another team comp you can try, and you can try with the Storm Strike, or you can try it with the Surging. But either way, we're going to move on to the final team. Maybe that will be easier for you to clear, and then you don't even have to worry about the Harak team, for example, if you're going to be able to clear this one here. So this one is again going to have Pheromore set as a damage dealer, and then also Vala. So I think a great idea you can try here is you can go for completing the factional synergy by having the Maulers like Brutus and Coco. Because basically, if you have any of these heroes built up, whether it be Vala, Set, or Pheromore, they're going to deal enough damage to the Thoran boss, and then you can just run it, for example, with the Harmonic spell. I think should be fine. Coco is going to give the damage reduction and keep your team basically healthy. And yeah, because Odie is a decent damage dealer. However, for this fight specifically, Odie doesn't deal that much damage, and I think having like Coco for the damage reduction will just make this team a lot safer, because Vala jumps in to the Thoran's face like right there, but the damage reduction from Coco is going to protect the Vala and allow her to actually not die so easily. So I think this can be a decent team combo. We're going to try one different version as well after this. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty safe. And a pretty quick clear as well, but Pheromore, of course, was dealing a lot of the damage. I think another concept we can try, which I think is really good, is using Shakira. Because Shakira is going to be able to, like, let's say we don't have the Brutus, we don't have the Coco. We can run Shakira because we have a melee team. Shakira is going to provide the damage reduction from his buff onto them. And we can run, for example, Mikola, and we can have it something like, I mean, this positioning should be fine. Yeah, we can try with this positioning. We can have it with the Harmonic spell, or we can try the Storm Strike. So we'll try with the Harmonic spell. So Pheromore is buffing up the Vala, and we just want to have, yeah, all the team grouped up nicely. Shakira is buffing up everyone from this position with the damage reduction, his attack buff, and eventually Vala is going to jump into the front line and also probably get the benefit of Shakira's buff. Yeah, like right there. So, and again, if you need to, you can run the Surging spell. However, you're topped off on health, and the Harmonic spell will give you more damage output because of the buffs that it provides. And I think, yeah, if you're having difficulty clearing it in time, this is a great team you can run. So overall, these are some teams that you can try for this Heroic Gauntlet. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share in the comment section. But overall, this is not too difficult of a Heroic Gauntlet. Hopefully, you guys are going to be able to get it done. And if you have Pheromore at Mythic Plus or above, basically run him in every comp. And he's the best damage dealer for dealing with this Thoran Heroic Gauntlet. And then you can run like Coco damage reduction, or Thoran as a tank, Brutus as a tank, whatever you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Good luck clearing all of this. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. And also feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.